mistake. The Spider-Man meme is me looking at Drake. It's like we recruited your homies to be demon deacons. We got them a 10 in your wake. Hey, how the gang got away from the bars, man, and shit like a prison escape. Everybody steppers were fucking and everybody breakfast, and I'm about to clear up my plate. When I show up, it's motion picture blockbuster. The dope with the golden pen, the top toucher, the spot rusher. Spray this whole shit up with crop duster. Not Russia, but apply pressure to your cranium. Cold's automatic when aiming them. With the boy in the status of stadium. Nigga. I'm about to, yo, I'm about to click out on this shit, I'm about to click out on this shit, I'm down to click out on you hoes and make a crime scene. I click the trigger on the stick like a high beam, and I was feeling real good when I was 19. She called my number, leave her hand, she got dry clean. She got an Android, her messages is lime green. One name and end up seeing 20 teams. Nadine, Christine, Justine, Kathleen, Charlene, Pauline, Claudine. Man, I pack them in this phone like some sardines. And they send me naked pictures, it's just small things. You niggas still taking pictures on a golf stream. My young is richer than you rappers and they all stream. I really hate that you been selling them some false dreams. Man, if your pose up for sale, I buy the whole thing. Will they ever give me flowers? Well, of course not. Girl, give me some hair because I need it. And if I fuck with you, then after I might eat it. Niggas talking about when this gon' be repeated. What the fuck, bro? I run away from Michael. Nigga, beat it. Nigga, beat it. Don't even pay me back on nothing favors. I don't know. So I'm the closest thing now. Can we closest thing, baby? Can we fucking still be friends? You know? And if you ever fucked a friend, I'll be the
现在请场上球员停止赛前练习，请场上球员停止赛前练习，谢谢。再次提醒现场的球迷朋友，在第一排2楼第一排的栏杆要小心一些，不要太大力的靠在上面啊，注意你们的安全。另外提醒大家呢，今天在2楼外面的摊位有非常多的商品，还有很多的礼物，请大家一起来玩活动。另外还有购买选购，也请大家有空的话呢，可以到外面来看看有没有喜欢的东西。那同时在今天呢是连假第3天，也是我们热身赛的最后一天的赛事，将会有2场的比赛要送给大家，也请大家呢可以踊跃而且大声给掌声还有欢呼声，替球员们打气加油。我们等下的比赛在第1场的赛事马上就要展开，将要由桃园璞园领航员对上是台北富邦勇士，也请大家呢稍作等待，等一下比赛就要开始，谢谢。
I done came back with the hits, fresher than the pillow with the fucking mist. What I said, I meant this shit is big. I came to flex, look in the mirror, look at your career. How you make a G-string just disappear? She like buy me other I need bags, I need fits, I need cash, I'm just really, really rich. Make it splash, but before I get you drip, I just got one question. Can you make a dip, 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 make a dip? Yeah, baby, take a sip, take a sip, take a sip, take a sip. Lick a lip, lick a lip. Yeah, baby, I just wanna see you dip, see you dip. Make a dip, make a dip, make a dip, make a dip, make a dip. Yeah, baby, take a sip, 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 take a sip. Yeah, baby, show me how you make a dip.
现场的球迷，大家好，欢迎来到基隆市立体育馆参加 P.LEAGUE 2023-24季前热身赛。我是今天的主持人杨振磊，非常开心。今天呢是我们连假放的第3天，然后有非常多的比赛，在今天最后一天2场赛事，欢迎大家一起来参加。要先跟大家讲的是，我们要感谢所有喜爱篮球的球迷朋友，你们到场支持，真的就是给了教练还有球员最大的力量。我们去年从Southside南部高雄办的热身赛，今年呢，我们要把这个南部的阳光带到雨都基隆。那当然，在今天也会有2场非常精彩的比赛，请大家呢用最热烈的掌声一起来支持球员们在场上拼战，他们才会更有动力迎接新的赛季。在今天第1场的比赛呢，要送上的是桃园璞园领航员对上台北富邦勇士。就让我们用最热烈的掌声一起来欢迎球员进场。首先为您介绍桃园璞园领航员球员名单。Number 6背号6号关达佑。Number 7 7号乔楚瑜。Number 8 8号东方益康。Number 10 10号林子伟。Number 12 12号李家康。Number 27 27号张镇雅。Number 42背号42号 Jason Washburn 沃许本。Number 77 77号张伟强。接下来为您介绍领航员先发5人名单。背号1号 Number 1丁恩迪。背号2号 Number 2陈玉瑞。背号3号 Number 3 Anthony Lawrence。背号5号 Number 5 Kennedy Meeks。背号30号 Number 30白耀成。总教练 Head Coach PLEAGUE Caminos， 助理教练黄启峰、杨怡峰、柯焕伟。接下来为您介绍台北富邦勇士球员登录名单。Number 1背号1号陈范博彦。背号2号 Number 2巴尔菲特 Cedric Fairfield。Number 8 8号周慧宇。Number 10 10号张文平。Number 11 11号洪凯杰。Number 13背号13号林梦雪。Number 15背号15号谢宗荣。Number 24背号24号简廷照。接下来为您介绍台北富邦勇士先发5人名单。Number 0背号0号赖廷恩。Number 12背号12号林志杰。Number 14背号14号蔡文成。Number 17背号17号辛特利 My Secretary。And number 32 and on Jason 赛瑟夫。总教练许金哲，助理教练吴永仁、江志正、林伟浩、魏伟。现在请双方球员进行赛前热身。
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, seniors and youth. Welcome to the 2023-2024 Plus League preseason here at Geelong. To get the last day of festivities kicked off, we have the Taipei Fubon Braves against the Taoyuan Pauian Pilots. We're located in the northeast corner of the island of Taiwan, about a 45-minute drive from the capital of Taipei. And for the first time in the Plus League history, we are bringing the action to an out-of-market city, a city without a ball club. And over this double 10 long weekend, we are going to wrap things up with the 2:30 game between the Braves and Pilots, and at 5, the new Taipei Kings against the co-host, the Kaohsiung 17 Live Steelers. And it's quite a special occasion of two very important figures actually coming out of Geelong will be in the starting lineup. On the Mandarin broadcast, it is Chen Ziwei on the left and Cai Jingjing on the right. 球迷朋友们，你找到了官方的英文转播哟。要看紫薇跟秦景的讲评，当然就按到中文的转播连接。谢谢你的收看，记得 Plus D 的转播都要按赞。Oh, it's actually been quite a busy summer for collegiate teams as well. Chen Ziwei bringing his boys to the United States, to Japan. They played in the interleague competition here in Taiwan. So they've been quite busy. One of their top alums in terms of draft picks, no doubt, is #1 overall pick, number 27, Zhang Zhenyang, who played a pretty decent game yesterday. The biggest news, of course, is Lin Zijie, Beast, and Cai Winston, or Winston, for the Braves will be playing in this one. Both of those gentlemen having ties to Geelong. Well, quickly, let's run over the rules here in the preseason. No restrictions on registered import players. No restrictions on import players getting on the active roster. Now, from the opening tip to the final buzzer, 2 imports may play together at a time. And 13 players on the active rosters like in the regular season. And no registration limits for the local players, as this will allow all the teams to test out some free agents still, some free agents who are looking for a contract. And we'll be sure to introduce all those new faces to you as they might come up. yesterday, the Pilots had a comfort behind victory over the Lioneers 91-82. Some player movement on their end. The biggest name on the top left is Sean Zhou being traded over for Si Jinyao and Chen Guanquan. They also drafted Qiao Zuyu. Bringing back Jason Washburn, the top of the orange column of names. And saying goodbye to two other vets, including Calvin Chen Li Huan and Huang Ho Han. The Pilots getting even younger on the locals department. There's Zhou Yixiang on the right. On the left is Ling Zhen. Finishing off some summertime Chinese Taipei national team duties. And over the last 2 days, I've said so many times how the boys from the national team services are making their way back home. Well, we've gotten to see a lot of them. As to the specifics of who is from Keelung, Lin Zijie and Cai Wenchen went to high schools here. Beast in particular went to Keelung Naval Academy, and Winston went to Keelung Sangong, where a lot of the other boys have came out of. One of the noteworthy players that the Pilots are testing out, contract should be announced soon, is previously on screen Dongfang Yikang, who's kind of playing the point guard position against the Lioneers. Still trying to find his footing though. He was on the DEA previously for a couple seasons after being an employee of TSMC, the semiconductor manufacturer. They also have number 77 Zhang Weixiang on their preseason rosters. We'll see if he can make his way onto the regular season roster. For the Braves, the only name that they might be trying out, if they are trying out, is really Cedric Bearfield for the East Asia Super League competition, we expect. Though his scoring prowess might earn him some Plus League games as well. They signed in free agency Jeff Wu, who is in the building, coming from the national team duties in Hangzhou, where Chinese Taipei was the 4th place team in that competition. They drafted Tai Zhenyue, the one underneath of Jeff, out of Kaohsiung Normal University. He's there in the blue t-shirt, not playing in this one. The Braves are the 3-time defending champions of the Plus League and faced the Pilots in last year's first round of playoffs, where they also set the record of having the first ever playoff series sweep against the young Pilots. But the Pilots made their own positive history. They won at Heping Gymnasium for the first time on April 23rd. So in a small league, of course, all these teams developing a lot of history with each other. I think the one last note I'd like to point out before we get our game going is this was the lowest season series in terms of scoring last season. Only 82.9 points per game. If you didn't already know, Caminos has the Pilots playing very physical defense, and it was working pretty well against the Braves defensively, but they really need to find their scoring punch. And they hope to get a little bit more athletic with their import positions with Kennedy Meeks and Anthony Lawrence, who made their Pilots debut yesterday. Overall, last season, the Braves took the regular season as well with a 5-3 record. On the Brave side, Zimmerman, their new import signing, and CJ, Chris Johnson, out for the weekend with injuries. But won't be able to see them work their magic. And Zimmerman, we did get to see play in Okinawa against the Ryukyu Golden Kings. Braves having a exchange series with that team, who they faced off in the East Asia Super League Championships week in March. The Zhao Hong will be the crew chief of this afternoon's officiating staff, the gentleman in the middle. As we bring you the starting lineup for the Braves, here is Zaitsev, number 0, Lai Ting-e, Beast, Winston, and Michael Singletary in there to start. And on the pilot side, Amdi, also a Zhenzi University alum, next to Meeks, number 2, Chen Yurei, will be getting the start, along with Lawrence and number 30, Rookie of the Year last year, Ethan Baiaoten. As you can expect, the biggest cheers and player introduction was for Beast and Winston. Pilots win the tip. There you see Lawrence, number 3. Amdi, the international student, fits a different slot than an import. Lawrence tries an early shot. Singletary will come down with a rebound. Last year, he was defended a lot by number 12, Li Jiakang, but right now Lawrence is guarding him as Andy a little bit too handsy. Fouls Zaitsev with his back to the basket. Andy saw a lot of playing time as the season progressed, of course, working off an knee injury that he didn't take time to recover from as a collegiate student, but they were able to win the title as Lai Ting-e drops in the 3 from the corner. Not from Jilong, but from one of the neighboring counties of Yilan. Meeks over to Lawrence, driving. Continue the driving kick, and from about 8 feet away, pushes it in. They fired around as Singletary's got a step, and his 3 is good. Michael Singletary did play pretty strong against the Pilots in their opening round playoff matchup. But perhaps to save his legs, Coach Roger electing to go with Zaitsev and Johnson for the 3rd closeout game. Into the basket and scoring is Chen Yurei. Last year wearing 00, it's going to be a little bit of adjustment for the fans and for broadcasters, admittedly. He's out there guarding Beast, but they're switched off. Here's Andy guarding Zaitsev. Going with the outside move, and the left hand hook shot is good. An 8-4 lead as the pass is poked away. Kick ball as looked like Winston would have had an easy layup assist to Singletary, but we'll have to take it out of the sidelines. Here you see Zaitsev. You know he likes to use the right-handed hook. Pretty agile move by Andy. Little pistol action from the Braves as Beast has his shot blocked at the rim. Trying to contend for goaltend. Braves in zone defense as they leave Chen wide open, in and out. Well, especially without number 69 Lu Jingxiang, 3-point shooting is going to be a big test for the Pilots. Andy and Zaitsev tangled up. Will stay with the Braves. That'll be his 2nd personal. Andy, there you see, oh, hard to tell from underneath the basket. What about behind the backboard? Oops, real close. I'll have to let that one go for now as Braves will inbound from the baseline. Singletary on the curl, getting the whistle and flipping it in. Beating Kennedy Meeks at the basket. There could be a foul on number 2, Tony Ray. I'm looking up at the scoreboard here in the stadium. I believe it was. The Braves dropped their first game against the Steelers. That was 2 days ago. The pass goes overhead. An unforced turnover. It looks like somebody was out of position as head coach Caminos put his hands out. And even more fancy footwork by Andy Mustafa Dang. A little bit too aggressive. He fouled Singletary. Well, coach wanted to leave him in there, but now he's got 3 personal. And the coaching staff will kind of have to scramble to figure out who they have as a backup big. As mentioned, Lingzi not available. They could go to rookie Taoyuan, but I'm sure they want to have him with his regular rotation minutes. Zaitsev easily puts it through. If you watch the Braves, pay close attention to how they run those down screens, because especially with maybe the likes of Beast and Zaitsev, it creates more advantage than a lot of other teams. Ethan had that one bounce off the rim. And a break for the Braves as Winston will lay it up and in. A little tic-tac-toe between the 2 veterans. He's try to get it back. But the rebound falls to Singletary. It's pretty intentional that Lawrence is supposed to chase him the whole time in the half-court set, as Zaitsev's got deep positioning. Could have got an and one there. Well, the Braves don't want to start slowing this one, forcing the Pilots to call timeout. So we are underway here in Chilo for the last day of Plus League preseason. We'll be back after this.
下载了没？赶快去下载，因为我们第2节结束，中场的休息时间要来玩活动抽奖金。另外，请大家注意大荧幕，我们现在是17 cam， 一起直播的17 camera。如果你在镜头上面的话，右手比1，左手比7。 右手1，左手7，哎，标准标准 ，very good very good， 就是这样就是这样，很好很好。记得请你的朋友帮你拍照截图，好不好？右手比1，左手比7，靠着截图照片，我们到外面的摊位可以换礼物。对对对，就是这样就是这样，非常好非常好。对，没错没错，右手比1，左手比7。等一下还会有17 cam， 请大家一起来参加。
17 is the key number, the title sponsors for the Kaohsiung 17 Live Steelers. Fans, city staff, and even cheerleaders getting in on the action. As the Braves open up to a 17-4 lead. Guanayo will come in for the Pilots and run the point, number 6, passes and cuts. As the Braves continue to sit in their zone defense. Jason Washburn also in, flips it up to Meeks. And there's kind of a hard foul. We'll have to earn it from the line. That's going to be on Michael Singletary. Meeks will take his free throws. In yesterday's game, was able to score 17 points in 27 minutes. 4-year player at UNC, in fact, a national champion. Tian choosing to go baseline, and then Beast sticking with the play. He gets the easy lay-in. Again, that's the pistol action. This time with Zaitsev involved. Washburn kind of intruding into the middle of the zone with a dribble as Zaitsev pokes it away. Through pass will hit the base of the basket support. Be a turnover before the Braves can go on offense, but get another look. Beast faking one-way back screening. Li Jiakang maneuvering the wrong way around the screen. So with only half a quarter in, the Braves opening up to a 14-point lead. Beast will go down for Sokoyu. There's a whistle down low. Looks like Zaitsev was a little too physical with the rebound. You see the left hand holding off the guy and some retaliation, but referees deem Washburn wasn't given a fair chance at a rebound. More rotation as number 15, Xie Zonglong, will man the middle of the zone. His English name is Jimmy. As is customary, Uyongren in front of the LED boards for the Braves in the preseason is Washburn, missing the first, but tipping in the second effort. Perhaps that was Weeks. Oh, Zhang Ziya fresh in the game. He's trying to chase around to find Michael Singletary. More pistol action as that ball bounces behind the basket. Well, the Braves are going to run that until the Pilots stop it. Michael Singletary left wide open on the cross screen. Easy made triple. Zone's a little bit bigger now as the Braves are in a smaller lineup. Xie Zonglong just under 200 centimeters. You see, nobody was marking Singletary, and that's not good on Zhang Ziya. On the other side, we see three Pilots kind of stacked up on the wing. Number 1, Pauian, or Phil is in. Washburn turnaround jumper. No good. That will try an early three. He hits it. It is only the preseason, but we already have a early game blowout going on. 4 for 5 3-point shooting there you see on the scorebook as provided by our colleagues at Formosa Television. Washburn taking the bump, put it on target. We'll have to earn it from the line. We're going to look at the spacing between Zhou Guoyu and Chen Fan. Only got to get into one game in the Braves playoff run. That was in the finals. Well, we do say that it takes Taiwanese players a year or 2 or 3 to really get used to playing at the pro level, and on the Braves in particular, they have concepts and sets that takes a little getting used to as opposed to the college game. So hopefully that's the case for Chen Fan Pauian. Screening as Meeks jumps the pass. A little 3-on-3 going, taking the foul and getting the lay-in. So turning defense into offense for the Pilots. Cedric Bearfield loading it a little too casually. That being said, he was the best Brave 2 days ago, scoring 23 points. Yates was the top scorer for the Pilots. So far in this game, he's got himself 5 points. Fairfield into a trap and committing an unsportsmanlike as Guan Dayo was running the other way. Not a great start. He did get to start the game 2 days ago along with Zaitsev. Take a look here, Washburn appropriately came over to help, and Guan Dayo stuck with the play. Rolling in the free throw. Guan Dayo was a fan favorite in the inaugural season of the Plus League, in part thanks to the commentator Corey Hashaoyuan calling him Guandala Mela. Consumer product here in Taiwan. But has seen his playing time go down as the Pilots really built up the roster a lot deeper. Back in zone as Washburn takes it to the cup. Now it's the Pilots. Kind of a, I don't know if it's just straight man as Washburn comes out again. Deflected pass, good hands by Guan Dayo, but Meeks can't find an outlet. They'll slow it up. So a solid run by these Pilots as Meeks kind of misses the open man. Singletary matches up as the Pilots take a late shot clock, forced shot really. Ben's got to work on his handles. Back to Bearfield, he puts it up and is short. Singletary beats Washburn to the basket. Think you won on the defensive end, but even Jason Washburn can't cleanly block Singletary down low. Singletary out of Texas Tech. More of a compliment than anything. Is routinely on the shorter side of the entire roster of imports across the Plus League, but of course, the smaller you are, typically the more skills you bring. Singletary still very good rebounder and can finish down low, as you can see there. That time a little too aggressive with the hands. But according to the current rosters, Kenny Manigal to do everything guard at 193 or 6'4", and Gokul Natason back with the Steelers, sharpshooter at 196 or about 6'5". Michael Singletary 198 is about 6'6". That one bounces through for rookie Chao Tuyu. There was a lot of jokes about how he got related eye surgery, corrective eye surgery. If it made him a more accurate shooter, and he'd admit, nope, kind of the same thing. But it makes his everyday lifestyle slightly easier. Down low, and Shizong gets the lay-in. From the corner splashes it. Just like that, the Pilots cut the deficit to 10. Zaitsev back in there, setting a screen for Phil. They do get the switch. I don't go his way until now. Yeah. Leaves Chen Fan wide open, and that one's a close one, but out. Charles bumping his way to a foul. Stumbling his way to a foul, I should say. It's an easy driving kick. Crouch is listed at 200 centimeters or 6'7", which should make him a big. I don't really know if he's exactly that tall. But no matter his height, the outside shooting will be big. It will be very important. As last year, at the collegiate level at Fubon Catholic University, only played in 16 games, only took 10 three-pointers according to my records. There's a whistle. Somebody came in early. It's kind of rare. You miss a free throw, but you're substituted out. That's the case here with the lane violation. Fairfield, number 2. Trying to find some space. Ended up giving up to Chiadomo, who was kind of in between a bank shot and a regular shot on target. Braves in man defense, but staying nice and expanded as Lawrence comes over to get the basketball. Now to Andy, flipping it up off the backboard and in. That was certainly a slow developing play, but the Pilots keep cutting into this Braves lead. Dysef and Andy playing physical. There will be a whistle. There you see both hands going to work. I mean, Dysef also put his elbow into Andy as part of the start of his hook shot. Andy trying to claim that it was a clean swipe. It might take me a while to look up the fastest to possibly foul out of a preseason game. Yesterday, to a lot of fanfare, Liren had 5 personal fouls, but was quote-unquote ejected for the game. An earlier flopping technical followed by an unsportsmanlike foul. 2 specialty fouls equals a disqualification, and you can't sit in the bench area. So back to the Kings locker room he went. Under a minute to go. Number 77, Zhang Weixiang, involved on the right side as the Braves successfully tie up the Pilots on that possession, and will be their ball. Pilots certainly look quite clueless in the half-court set without Meeks or Washburn as targets down low. Dysef from the way high post. The Pilots recover off after switching back. Here's the running hook, short, and there's going to be a rebounding foul. Chiadomo and Pauian in the vicinity go for the offensive board. A little bit of a push at all it took. That first miss, though, breaks the streak of 4 perfect free throws. there, Zhe Xiangjun, number 21, had a few starts on the national team. That one deflected. It will stay with the Pilots as Dokui trying to go the other way early. Would have played with the national team if not for injuries that prevented him from participating fully in team practices. Fan holding on a little too hard to Anthony Lawrence, and it'll be free throws for the Pilots. So I guess nobody wants to play defense cleanly in this quarter. You see he's really holding with both hands. Anthony Lawrence, upbringing in Florida, St. Petersburg to be specific. Then on to Lakewood High School, branding up at the U. Fairfield doubled, but then the Pilots switch off, takes an elbow jumper. That one's halfway down and out. Buzzer sounds, misses the heat. So the Braves start very strong behind their two Geelong vets, but the Pilots making it a bit of a game before the first quarter buzzer. We'll go to a break as the preseason keeps on going.
可以利用节与节之间的空档呢，拿出手机下载17直播 APP。我们在第2节结束中场的设立时间，17直播呢将会带来中场的抽奖活动，还有表演，也请大家呢到时候可以来锁定。另外，今天要送出5000元，5000元最大奖，新台币5000元，请大家可以一起来参加抽奖。另外还有很多的商品。 热身赛相关商品，如果有兴趣的话，可以到2楼户外的摊位，请大家慢慢选购，谢谢。
Inside of Geelong Gymnasium, where the Plus League preseason brought to you in Mandarin and English commentary. High score for the first quarter was Michael Singletary with 12 points. Perfect 6 for 6 between his field goals and his free throws. Xiaobai will try a 3. A couple new players in the game for the Braves as Meeks takes it away from Ling Mengxue. Might be getting a flopping call for Zaitsev as he bats the ball to himself. I think it'll just be out of bounds. Number 10, Lin Ziwei was the last to touch it. Taking the ball away from Bearfield as Meeks comes around and puts it down for 2. And another steal by number 5. Or actually, he didn't make the steal, but he was certainly pushed up with the defense. KJ will try to answer on the other side. Meeks known as a strong rebounder. In fact, a career leader at UNC. Oh, he's got to tuck his shirt in. Rifle pass to Washburn, who's taking his time against Zaitsev and puts it in. And assistant coach Aaron Uyonen will call a timeout for the Braves to kind of regroup themselves. Their lead shrunken down to 4, and their last game of the Plus League preseason against the Pilots. Thank you for watching on our broadcast. Be sure to leave a like on all of our streams and on all the videos you come across. The Braves getting a little bit of turnover happy to start this second quarter. They've already committed 2. One to Kennedy Meeks, kind of just, to borrow a football term, deboing the ball away from Li Mengshi, and the other was Xiaobai picking Cedric Bearfield on the dribble as they almost execute a double team, but called for a foul. You can see Bearfield kind of slipped, and so the pass came into Li Mengshi and kind of bailed out there by the officials calling the foul. Now the Pilots back up and back off. Number 10, Zhang Wenping with a ponytail with a number 10, Lin Ziwei. Another foul, this time in the front half for the Braves. That was just Meeks running through Steve-O. Not a clean catch, so you have to keep on moving it. Over to KJ. That's a swish for number 11 in the face of his collegiate teammate. Oh, Rogers not impressed though. First score of the quarter for the Braves. Washburn didn't get deep positioning that he would want. But Maya will try to answer. He does. They switch for number 27. They're just doing this because their college coach is on the Mandarin broadcast. Bearfield, nice slip pass, but Li Mengshi will finish. After a couple of twirls around the rim. family for number 13. You see Xiaobai was trying to recover to the ball, and but this time slipping it past Meeks, who's proven to have really smart hands out there. Barefield will head to the bench. Smart dealing with the injuries. That's why he's not playing this weekend. And another one from the left side again. Taoyuan. Maya, his Aboriginal name. Wayne slips, that's number 10, leads the way. KJ's dicing through, and with the left hand spins it in. There, it's away. Don't laugh that. That smile is just too much now. In the left corner, Washburn on the wing. Interesting formation, but 4 seconds left. Ethan will try from the logo, misses. Meeks put it up and in time. Pilot sticking tough. TJ's in there, but called for a travel. Not exactly the best way to introduce yourself to the game. He did get the start. In the last preseason game, scored 10 points. And there you see KJ, natural lefty, with a pretty fancy flip underneath, avoiding the import chasing him down. Now, questions in the comments. Will there be any rule changes in the Plus League? That is to be determined and to be announced. The zone defense for the Braves spread out a little wider. So Washburn gets the catch. In and out, but he's tall enough to get the board. Trying to contend. The Braves were a little too physical with him. Jimmy's in the middle with Stevo trying to mark Mayo in that top corner. Wayne to Charles to Taoyuan, quick fire. Didn't even get his entire load going. KJ blocked from the side. That's Dongfang Yikang. Good job sticking with the play. His father, a little while ago, actually a little longer ago, was a standout Chinese Taipei player himself. Here's a whistle. Shed's alone with an illegal screen. Too much hands and elbows and such. Oh, it's another chance to tie it up if they can hit a three. CJ presses up to Mayo. Lawrence down to Washburn, who avoids one and lays it in. Having his way in the middle of the Brave zone. Trying to chase Meeks, the top scorer. Washburn now with 8. KJ from the left wing. A little short as Taoyuan in the right spot. Picks up the rebound and bounces it in. And there to calm things down, Taoyuan is 38 years young. He is the fourth most senior player in the preseason registered roster. Nice drop-off pass, and Washburn's got another. Charles with the assist. Michael Singletary, that's going to be his third personal. look. Right hand trying to swipe for the ball. The left hand just a little bit of a push. Now Washburn has got himself 10 and now 11. Proud alumni of the Utah. Singletary, a screen pass to Winston, who can't finish. A little bit of steam. They rotate around. Zhang Zheya from the right side this time is short, but the Braves finally come down with it after a little confusion as a awkward slip by Zhang Zheya leads to KJ burying the three. Definitely need to look out for Zhang Zheya. He's as soft as a three-point shot as he has. Don't see him go for a 4 straight, even though he's open. Another quick fire shot. This time is a little strong. Picked up his dribble as they're trying to go down to Jimmy. Fighting with Zhang Zheya for position. The slide comes. No, they say foul on the floor. How are they going to call this? Get another look at Zhang Zheya and Singletary. A little contact to lead the opening shot. So really coming on quickly, KJ Honkai-jie with 8 points. That's tied for second highest on the team as Beast is in, chilling out at the top of the key. Started by Tony Ray, the left-sided crossover. The shot is no good. Lawrence and Amdi back in together. Dongfang will fire from the left wing. That's off. Pilots are only 3 for 13 beyond the arc. Singletary pumps and shoots. He scores. Braves finally open it up to a 2-possession lead once again. Moving around the perimeter, finally finding Amdi. He has Jimmy. Good play by number 15. The teaching point there is really if Amdi can, awkwardly enough, stay connected to Xie Zhonglong. You stay shoulder to chest, you'll actually create some space, but good reaction by Xie Zhonglong to recover and get that block in there. 4 minutes to go in the first half as could not beat the buzzer. The Pilots turned it over. Back to Lightian. Through pass, the defense comes, so Xie Zhonglong will have to get it out. Try to hit the open man, but the passing lane was closed as Lawrence slowly grinds his way to a foul by the Braves. There's Lightian getting both hands in there. He is a big threat to strip the ball from the side as a help defender. There's a timeout on the floor. A little confusing as you're hearing sounds from the pilot's timeout, even though we're looking at the Braves timeout.
Break the hand off to break the needle. Okay? There's one thing.
Last season, KJ Honkai was a 40% three-point shooter, 62 makes on 150 shot attempts. He got to start 20 games, even as a first-time Brave, getting traded over from the new Taipei Kings, and averaged almost 7 points a game. On the other side, Zhang Zhenya, in his rookie season, 39 games played, was able to score 5 points on just under 15 minutes per game. So a dead-eye shooter in college has a little ways to go. 41 for 121 beyond the arc was good enough for 34%. But like I say, sometimes he doesn't hit that fourth one in a row, which we could really raise his ceiling. I know that's being very picky and very specific, but on a team like the Pilots, they really need that shot making. Anthony Lawrence will step up to the line. The game against the Lioneers, 13 points, 6 rebounds, also had 4 steals. Goes 0 for 2 as a couple Pilots in the vicinity, causing all kinds of problems for Mike Singletary, that is. Settle this debate for me, Chad. Is it okay that his name is Mike, and yet his favorite player is LeBron James? I gotta think about that one. Andy brushes the board back to his teammate. Anyway, a little gun shy from 3. Lawrence driving, putting it up and in. Winston at the high post, working with Leitingen. Little driving kick, Zero got it back, and Zero hits the 3. That's this little old school 2-man game if I've ever seen it. Just keep passing and cutting on the same side with the same teammate. Eventually, you'll get open because no other defender's there to help. Lawrence finds Amdi, who can't get the reverse. So last season, the Pilots actually had the #1 spot as Beast slices his way to the cup. That'll force a timeout for the Pilots. That happened in a flash. Last year, if you count out the very first week where only 3 teams played, the Braves only had a piece of the #1 spot in the league for 2 weeks. The Pilots actually had exclusive #1 seeded position in week 14. There you see Beast utilizing a screen, a change of tempo, and the finger roll right to the cup. He turned 41 years old on June 11th, before the Braves were able to clinch the championship on June 14th, in no small part to Beast with a knockout blow of a 3-pointer in the second half of that one. Now the Braves and the Steelers both had a day off after facing each other, though a little bit fresher than the other 4 teams who had to play back-to-backs. Of course, as a reminder, this is the preseason, so we'll probably see a lot of rotation, not only trying out possible free agent signings, but letting the youngsters play a lot. Lawrence and Andy doubled up on that side, and then a missed 3. Show off athleticism still by number 12, Stein for the rebound. Zaitsev in there. Got Andy in the air and avoids the defense, lays it in. Oh, reliable Ira Zaitsev. Lawrence probing. The one-handed shot is off, and Andy can't get the putback. Jiao Kang will steal it away, but missed the runner, and Andy this time puts it down. Well, the lead cut down to 8. Taoyuan will miss the 3, and Beast over Guandayo. Killer Kwan, that is. No whistle, as Winston misses and Singletary will miss. And they do eventually call a foul after the rebound. Putting on a show even without getting on the scoreboard. Beast, defensive rebound and an offensive rebound. And look, Michael Singletary was contending there's a foul. Only an opportunity would have been down low when he corralled the ball. So trying to start the game and finish the first half with Beast Winston. This is actually the starting lineup for the Braves. Washburn in the middle. Winston behind him, Zaitsev in front. He turns around and knocks down the 2. Jason Washburn, really one of the better shooters with the Pilots, no matter the range, as Singletary beats his man to the cup. Ethan, jump pass in the left corner as a missed 3. Recognizing the time, Beast will pass it back to Lightinga. Zaitsev slowly maneuvering his way, floating it up and in. That'll be the end of the first half on Ira Zaitsev, making it a 10-point game. Well, we'll take a break before recapping the first half action. Game 5 of 6 here in the Plus League preseason in Geelong.
我是主持人小调 JJ， 我是玲玲 YKK。没错，我们连续3天的热身赛中场17直播都要来现场送好礼给所有的球迷朋友们了。要如何参加呢？很简单，老规矩，麻烦大家拿出你的手机，帮我扫描上方2个大大的 QR code， 或者是直接下载我们17直播的 APP。注册完成之后呢，进入我们置顶最大的直播间胸亲福利社，我们在直播间里面等着你来抽大奖啦。那我们今天的最大奖呢，要请我们的玲玲帮我们分享一下喽。我们今天的最大奖呢，就是5000块的奖金，5000块奖金等着你来刷关键字、刷留言，让你带回家。然后第2个奖项就是我身上的这件热身赛的球衣，没错，就是我们玲玲身上的这一件一样的应援的 T 恤。所以有喜欢的朋友，赶快完成你的任务，下载17直播，进我们的直播间刷留言关键字。那我们最重要的关键字，一样要邀请我们帅气的磊哥帮我们公布一下今天的 的关键字是什么啦？
嘿嘿，我在这里。
哎，磊哥，我刚刚找不到你，我想说，对啊，你给我绕了另外一个路。
好，关键字呢？我们这一次的季前热身赛，非常谢谢大家来，所以呢，还是要请大家一起来刷一下我们的 slogan， 就是激战雄哈。哦，这个是关键字。没错，然后要加后面的这个座位号码。
没错，对，就是我们的激战雄哈，加上你的区牌号。那如果你是2楼自由区的朋友呢，没有关系，帮我们留2楼特区就可以了。那我们留一点时间给所有的朋友们来刷留言、下载一期直播。在这之前呢，我们要先来邀請我们一期直播的人气主播，要来带一首好听轻快的歌曲送给大家。我们掌声欢迎琪琪。
Hello， 大家好，我是琪琪，很高兴今天来到基隆，因为其实我大学在基隆念书，既然今天回到基隆的感觉很不一样，超久了没有回来了。那今天带来一首比较轻快的歌，叫《买你》，谢谢大家。说我想回家，然后转身，淡淡的笑。你总问我好累好忙啊，什么时候我们可以聊一聊？可不可以买你的不快乐？只是想陪你吃饭，看你笑笑，听你最近好不好？可不可以买你的不快乐？我们一起坐车，一起散步，一起看电影，好不好？手借给我，虽然你们在下载一期我知道，但是还是给我一个挥手好吗？你都不说，都不理我，然后转身，淡淡的笑。你总问我，你还好吗？什么时候我们可以变更好？可不可以买你的不快乐？只是想关心你呀，要你知道，还有我在，好不好？可不可以买你的不快乐？我们一起唱歌，一起牵手，一起听音乐。可不可以买你1个钟头？只是想关心你呀，要你知道，还有我在，好不好？可不可以买你的不快乐？我们一起唱歌，一起牵手，一起看篮球，好不好？把你的不快乐买给我，然后抱一下，好不好？谢谢大家，
谢谢我们琪琪为我们带来这么好听的歌曲，
太好听了！
谢谢所有球迷朋友们送我们琪琪的掌声。那我们接下来准备要来抽我们中场的大奖好礼喽！我们剩下最后2场，各位球迷朋友们赶快把握时间。在这之前，再请李玲帮我们所有球迷朋友们复习一下，我们今天的关键字是什么呢？
我们今天的关键字就是激战雄哈，加上你的座位区牌号。那如果你 果你是在2楼特区的朋友，就帮我留下你的2楼特区就可以了。
没错，就是这么简单，帮我们关键字在我们直播间留言区刷起来。上面的朋友们有没有准备在刷啦？那在之前呢，我们再跟大家复习一下我们今天2大奖品是什么好吗？首先我们第一大奖是
5000块奖金
，5000块奖金 ，Come on， 留言赶快刷起来。那我们第2大奖是什么呢？
第2个就是我身上的这件热身赛的球衣。
没错，就是这2大奖品，只要你进入我们直播间刷关键字连就可以抽奖了。那我们准备要来倒数10秒抽奖，我们邀请琪琪跟我们一起倒数好吗
？OK，
好，
倒数
10、
9、8、7、6、5、4、3、2、1，
请截图。在我们工作人员截图的同时呢，我们提醒一下，等一下如果念到你的 ID 跟你的座位的话呢，在1楼的球迷朋友们，请到我们场边来找我们领奖。那如果你是在2楼特区的朋友呢，有没有看到我们2楼有个西出口，有位工作人员举牌在那边等待你喽？那我们稍后呢，在场边线上的球迷朋友们千万不要离开了，因为我们场边还有2大好礼要送给大家。我们场边要送什么好礼呢？
我们场边的好礼呢，就是我们热身赛的应援毛巾。
没错，应援毛巾。另外一个大奖是什么？
球星的亚克力人形印牌啊！
所以现场的球迷朋友们千万不要离开我们的直播间，我们等一下呢会在场边继续抽出2大好礼要送给大家。另外呢，稍后傍晚的另外一场球赛，我们在场中也会继续抽出2大好礼要送大家。所以呢，如果你们现在已经先下载好17直播的朋友们，你们比第2场的球迷先抢先一步，先截图好了，先参加我们的17直播的活动喽。另外还要跟大家分享一下，等一下的第2场呢，不管是场中或者是场边，我们一样都会继续再抽出好礼。所以各位球迷朋友们，赶快下载起来！有没有再继续帮我们刷关键字留言啦？那我们要来准备公布我们今天的得主了。首先，第一位得主的 ID 的是
叫周的情缘，然后坐在2楼特区。
恭喜你获得我们5000块奖金，
恭喜！
那我们第2个球迷朋友获得我们的应援 T 恤的是
第2位叫君君儒雅颜老，然后他坐在西区7排66号。
恭喜以上2位球迷朋友，恭喜颜老。
Welcome back here to G05 Gymnasium as we are at halftime with the Taipei Fubon Braves leading the Taoyuan Pauian Pilots in their final game of the official Plus League preseason. They can, of course, elect to scrimmage wherever they like in the time before the regular season gets kicked off. There's the combined team statistics, where the Braves have a 58-48 lead in the score, and a big part is the three-point shooting, where they are 7 for 12. Meanwhile, the Pilots 3 for 17, with Zhang Zhenyang hitting 2, Chao Tui hitting 1, but a lot of other guys 0 for 1. The Braves have been just a little bit better on the rebounding, and they've shared the basketball pretty well in the first quarter, in particular going to pretty much just pistol offense. A little bit more free-flowing in the second quarter. Even though they've turned the ball over a few more times against the Pilots, they've also recovered okay on defense to get back. One big problem for the Pilots is Igor Zaytsev, who you saw just make that left-handed hook shot. He's been quite effective on the offensive end, 5 of 6 field goal shooting. A large part of that is the center for the Pilots, MD Deng, had 4 personal fouls in the first quarter alone, so kind of affecting how aggressive he can play defense. And another problem spot is the other import for the Braves in Michael Singletary. During the offseason, the Pilots said thank you to 4 veteran players, and all of them spent time guarding a Singletary at one time or another, whether trying to be more agile or be more physical with him. But without those 4 vets, kind of wondering who will step up for the Pilots in that area, no matter for his physicality, Michael Singletary's, or his skill. He's also been a very efficient scorer in this game, leading the game. We'll see soon enough with 16 points. On the other side, we getting to know better Anthony Lawrence, who has 6 points. And finding out that he's not exactly the most trigger happy, shall we say, shooter from the outside. He's electing to, you know, in Mandarin we use the verb han, or to dribble from side to side a little bit more. And Kennedy Meeks, maybe being a little bit bigger than he'd like to be, is still a pretty nimble guy to get his share of steals. Singletary with 16, and Zaitsev with 12. KJ Honkaijie came on strong with 8 points, followed by starter Lai Tingyou with 6, and Beast leads the Jia with a couple layups with 4. On the other side, Jason Washburn has been doing the scoring heavy lifting for the Pilots with 13 points, Meeks with 10, Lawrence with 6, Zhang Ziyang a couple 3-pointers, and Chao Chu-yu a 3 and a free throw to get his point total of 4. We'll be going to a break before the second half gets underway.
I wanna get back to the days that you love me for nothing but what you can see. You bust down a Jubilee, I swat it and made you go factory. You put some pain in me, I wanna get back to the major league. She wanna grab on the throttle, I wanna get back in the driver's seat. That nigga spin his last check on your car and you got it and drove it to me. Ask me if I could treat you better, but no. Lean in, soda, fantasizing, yes, now. Love your ring is more like compromising. I move mountains for you, for that social climbing. Lean into me, lean into me, lean into me. Yeah. Yeah. I taste feeling like a fencing match. The temper shorter and I'm sensing it. You keep talking about some period, but where you about to end a sentence at? You been going off on my head. Then I tell your ass where I'm at, and you act like I'm not supposed to mention that. I introduce you to my friends, girlfriends. You ain't interested in making friends. Talking about you wanna cook for a nigga in the kitchen, can you make amends? At least we know you got the cakes on you, girl. You should probably stick the bacon in. Working this crowd like the rubber shoe. I swear that I'm not trying to smother you. I got to know a whole other you, but let's not forget how I discover you. We ain't even gotta mention that. Any nigga try and trouble you, we gon' find out that it's on site like www.onsitelike.com. Put a baby in, you a hot mom. Yeah, ask me if I could've treated you better, but no.
中场休息时间结束，第3节比赛开始，请双方球员到场中准备。
Some of the fans in attendance might have went over to the various places to eat around Keelung, the most famous being the Miaokou, or Temple Entrance Night Market. When you're here in Keelung, you can never ever miss out on the seafood offerings. Cedric Bearfield, number 2, over to Beast. He's looking for Zaitsev, trying to put the moves on Jason Washburn. Out to Beast, his 3 is through. And that's how we get the second half started. Linsuji with his first made 3 of the game. In fact, that is his first 3-point attempt. Also has 3 assists, 3 rebounds, and a steal. Bounce pass to Washburn, who was denied a scoring opportunity as Beast just takes the foul. You see Zhang Zhenya a step too far in to provide a little bit of help. Over left side, Jackie will try a three. That one's in and out, and a little friendly fire there. Meeks going inside, taking the contact, and will go to the line. Zaisev. One of these cases where you're too big of a human being and you kind of get run into, and after the foul is on, stepped up and was late to get to the spot. Meeks rolls in the first free throw. It's not the first time Meeks is playing out in East Asia. Previously has stopped in Japan and Korea. Trying to find an outlet. KJ helps out Beast as Zaisev can't finish through a couple imports. Meeks coming through the lane, laying it in with the right hand. Quickly on the other side though, Zaisev will get the and one. Thought he was fouled on the previous play and wasn't in all that much of a hurry to get back on defense, and he rewards himself with a and one. Crashing into Jackie for the foul and then finishing the play off.
That's continuous. That's still. I thought he dribbled after he didn't. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Missing the free throw. Zaisev now with 14 points on the game. He's also not taking a three yet. He's still very capable of the outside shot. But it is only the preseason. Washburn screens for Ethan, over to Jackie, who puts it up. It's a miss. Fairfield picked up his dribble and not a great spot as Zhang Zhenyan crashes into Cedric for the foul. He thought he had a steal going. He's got to be a little bit more precise, young man. So he's got the opportunity, Fairfield not looking, but the hands and the ball go up and kind of just crashed into him. He's tried to go back door, but I think it was behind the intended target of Winston. You're watching the English broadcast by yours truly, Ryan Chen. On the same Plus League YouTube channel, but obviously a different stream, is our Mandarin broadcast with Ziwei and Qingqing. Washburn from the high post had that one poked away. Numbers for the Braves as Bearfield stays with it and scores. Assist to Winston in transition. So this Pilots team is the youngest in terms of their local players, at only 25.2 years old. Something out wide open, in and out. Fairfield tried to go with the long hook pass into Zaisev, kicked away. The Pilots imports fourth or third youngest or fourth oldest, depending on whichever side you take, as Beast jump pass to Fairfield. Out to KJ, his deep three, yes. So a missed three and a made three makes this game an even bigger margin. Zhang Zhenyao will try to correct himself. He does. Pressure defense, but Zaitsev picks up his teammate. Ball on the floor. KJ slips through pass to Beast. He blows the layup. Chance for the Pilots to run as Zhang Zhenyao settles it. Washburn doubled off Jackie, who they can really afford to let shoot. Beaks to Washburn, going with power, swatted away by Zaitsev. Good defensive help. And it's pretty clear that Li Jiakang can only dribble right, and that's how the defense was playing him. Third team foul by the Braves, as indicated by those white lines under the team names. There you see KJ. He likes to set up real nice and deep. By deep, I mean far away from the basket. Zhang Zhenyao. Good rainbow. There you see out-muscling Winston, but Zaitsev came over with a help. A bad miss by Lin Zhiwei. Winston jumping in the air, ill-advised, but trailing KJ will get the left-handed play. Braves continue to build on the lead from the Pilots, kind of embarrassing themselves shooting the 3-ball, besides Zhang Zhenyao. Down low to Washburn. He's got a Beast underneath. No foul this time, just a 2-pointer. Intended target for Winston, but it's a miss. Leads the way to Jason Washburn with a one-handed jam. Good effort by Zhiwei. He does pick it up on the sideline. Early layup around Winston for a couple fast break scores for the Pilots. Not letting the Braves get too far ahead. Not that the results matter, but I'm sure coaches and coaching staffs are always worried about your guys' concentrations. As Winston fakes out the defender and will get the foul, and the ball falls in. They call him Tina Laltia. Miraculous elder statesman, shall we say. For the free throw, we'll be going to a timeout.
现在呢，要请大家来注意一下大荧幕啦！来，右手一，哎，赞呐！有准备，有准备，右手一，左手七，右手一，右手一，左手七。你这是5跟5，好不好？我们要1跟7 ，OK。来，弟弟来，右手一，左手七，左手七，左手七，左手七。这是迷路吗？来，右手一，左手七，哎，很好，节奏感不错。但是你没有注意到，你上我们的大荧幕啦，右手一，左手七，好，右手一，左手七，哎，没错，就是这样。
First time out of the second half, as the Braves electing to bring in Michael Singletary, TJ Jianting Zhao. After turning the ball over a couple times and leading to some easy Pilots baskets, they'll bring in Amdi and Anthony Lawrence to counter. And one miss, and embarrassing enough, Winston picks up his own rebound. Winston misses a close one as Amdi and Zaitsev both go to the floor. No call there. Wave the Chao Tuyu. The Guan Dayou. His offense not really going anywhere, but sideways as Guan Dayou has that one blocked by Zaitsev, his second of the quarter. Travel call against KJ. Real big break for the Pilots. Besides Lawrence, this Pilots lineup only has a little experience with number 6 Guan Dayou, entering his 4th season with the program. A little bit too physical, the refs say. I think Zaitsev was intentionally taking the foul, as the next and subsequent fouls will be free throws for the Pilots. Running out of time, Chao Tuyu throws it against the foot of the Brave. Now the Braves electing to go with one of their smaller lineups now. But interesting enough, Chen will be playing the 3. The and one is good. Lawrence working into the post, into the mid-range against Singletary. Here you see Singletary with a right-hand wrap and then jumping at the wrong time. But missing 3 straight free throws. Lawrence will have something to work on before the Pilots are in action next. Phil screens for TJ, finding a lane. Jimmy, the deep 2 on the way, kind of stepped himself out of rhythm. Looking for Amdi, but Jimmy fouls. A little bit too physical. Amdi is the kind of player to rile up his opponents. There you see, using his right arm in a little bit nefarious action, kind of coaxing the whistle out of the referees, swiping up, kind of like a swim move. An upward stroke. I guess you could call it a backstroke. After the free throw, he's got 5 points to his name. One important thing is the Pilots have not been as physical defensively, especially on the perimeter. DJ with a catch. He will be fouled there, as that's Amdi. It's going to be his 5th. It's 6 fouls in the plus lead before you are disqualified. He would be the last one there, and he's the one called. Okoye is out there. Played 21 minutes in his preseason game on Saturday. Just the 2 points. But I'm sure the coaching staff kind of treat him like a veteran as well, giving him his due rest over the long season. Dayou cuts in front of Amdi as they hand off to Zue. Guan Dayou threw pass to Amdi, through contact, couldn't finish. Was close, but the Braves really collapsed in there. Now it's Singletary taking the contact. He'll have to earn it from the line. Well, you can kind of tell the strategy of the pilots. We talked about how they don't have their veteran locals to guard Singletary, their local wings like Zhi Jinyao or Calvin or Huang Han. So at least in the preseason, they're looking for Anthony Lawrence to play that stopper role. Lawrence, 27 years old, 201 centimeters tall, or 6'7" and a half. Back up to a double-digit lead for the Braves. Backboard to Lawrence. The defense collapsed on him. Trying to work to get a shot off. He was trying to argue for a whistle earlier, but I mean, he's trying to drive into 3 defenders. That's tough business. You see, kind of using his face to squeeze Jimmy out of the way, and then the foul came later. Not saying there's not contact, but you're kind of asking for trouble when you do dribble drive into a crowd like that. Can't make it a 2-for-2 trip. Andy will pick up the offensive rebound. His 6th of the game. Riding a little bit of lane. Lawrence will put it up, and no, that's gonna be Ding's 6th personal foul, crashing the board. They say charging through a Brave. Well, only the 2nd player to lead the game to hitting the foul count. There you see the left arm on the back of the defender. Well, Andy's not going to be that convinced of his innocence when he sees the tape. I mean, Shidono is all the way out of bounds there. Well, Chen Guanquan, though, you can imagine Andy's going to get a lot more playing time. That was last year number 15 of Pong Pong. Now with the Steelers, we expect him to wear number 30 again. Washburn catches, he's patient with it, and he flips it in. You can tell the Pilots' offense just worked a lot better with Jason Washburn as one of those passing targets, focal points. Nice feed from TJ to Phil. TJ, even as a rookie, got a lot of playing time. Easy backdoor and an easy dunk. Washburn to Lawrence. Aggressive hedge. Bill drives by one, can't finish over Washburn. Big fadeaway jumper, almost goes down. As Zokoi shows out for Gilson, but Singletary blows it. It was a whistle on the rebound as looks like Washburn took a knock to the face. There'll be a little bit of stoppage just again to see. Well, vets might still be in preseason. We saw earlier Beast missed one close, and Zokoi, over the shoulder, but looks like Singletary kind of just had it slip from his hands more so than directly missing the shot. Oof, what a pretty one. Not meant to be. Chen Fan, who was the closest Brave in the vicinity. Well, Singletary actually is called for the foul. It's a little unexpected. Singletary's trying to argue it's on one of his teammates, which I would have to agree with. I'll get a little bit more rest before the fourth quarter, where the teams can elect to play 2 import players, different than the regular season rules of the last 3 years in the Plus League, where you can only play 1. Over 2 trip from Washburn. Still 2.5 to go in the third. And in the evening, expected 5 p.m. tip between the Kings and Steelers. Dokori and TJ working together. Now Zaitsev kicks it out. And a showmanship from number 8. Lawrence pulls down the board. TJ races ahead to get the lay-in. Ryder's got a big task ahead, of course, trying to be a 4th championship repeating team and also being competitive in East Asia Super League as Washburn stuffs it. Thanks to a little drop-off pass by Tony Ray. Here we see Ray Chen. Brave swinging around as Chen Fan. Trying to go baseline. Lifts it to Josh, the foul and the basket. Brave's playing free and easy. But Chen Fan. Trying to dribble himself into a little bit of danger, but Dokori, he's entering his 4th year with the Braves. He's now turning into Lao Daga, or bigger brother. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Washburn slowly maneuvering, trying to find a teammate to help him out. Ray will drop it in on the runner. Taking the screening opportunity and slices his way in. Too easy. Not nearly enough defensive resistance by the Pilots. That's not going to work in the regular season or any time. Going to run the last play, down by 12. Lawrence doubled as the pass goes overhead. Tony vacated that corner when he should have stuck there. But you can imagine that Tony Ray thought because it's a double team, he needed to go between the 2 defenders. But getting a little Xie Zonglong providing the screen and TJ executing it very well. Two seconds left, a deep inbound. Lawrence blocks it in Chen Fan's face, and 0.03 to go. Presumably this will be our score heading into the 4th and bearing a miracle tip. Let's see how the Pilots work it. No, they say it's Braves basketball, interesting enough, so time for the Braves to run a tip play. I think Caminos needs to be educated that a tip-in is possible. They have Zaitsev going to the basket, and Lawrence pats it out of bounds. Zhou with probably his worst pass of the game, but no turnover. It'll just be the third quarter buzzer. We'll head into the fourth and final frame here from G05 between the Braves and Pilots.
记得我们还有下一场的比赛，17直播的 APP 下载起来。好，最后玩这边了，玩这边了，有没有人要礼物？有没有要礼物？来，小礼品要送给你们哦！来来来，手举高一点，手举高一点，让我看到你。好，来这边很好，很好。下面的旁边，好，来旁边，来，好，这边也来一个，好，来一颗。 好，接好，接好。好，等一下礼物持续放送，注意要记得下载的是17直播的 APP。等一下两边也会送，等一下两边也会送，谢谢。
Botella de champaña y la descolché. Me puse bellaco cuando la escuché. Decime papi, entró la Porsche. Fuck, mami, holy check. Qué rico tu pinga. Los boys me piden mucho, las cubanas quieren pinga. Mi so cool, me dice la gringa. Mami, ¿qué pasa? Hey, la baby tiene marido y no me dijo nada. Tranquila, eso no es nada. Lo siento por ella y voy a nena. La baby tiene marido y no me dijo nada. Tranquila, eso no es nada. Muchas gracias, estoy por ahí bien, nena. Por ahí bien, nena.
We're about ready for the fourth quarter to begin. The Pauian Pilots trying to get back into this one. Having played from behind pretty much the whole way. One of the strongest Braves lineups, funny enough, against the Pilots was their younger core between Zhou Guiyu, Zheng Xiangjun, and Jian Pingzao. Was able to beat the Pilots in game 2 as Zhou Guiyu blocks Meeks from behind. Josh is playing with a lot more swagger than we're used to. That's a lot of fun. Airfield trying to find space on the right side. The shot is off. Meeks, Lawrence, Ethan, Jackie, and number 77, Zhang Weishang out there for the Pilots. Takes the pass, but gets into trouble. He coughs it up. Fairfield, Jia Kung able to lay it up and in. Great hands. Saw it a lot more yesterday, Meeks and Lawrence together. He gets the fat Shizonglo. Today, a lot of Amdi and Lawrence minutes together. There you see, there was a 2-on-1, but Fairfield insisted on taking it himself, and the defense was pretty clean there, you see, but not that time. Point of contact foul. Last season, the Pilots were a 71.8% free throw shooting team, which is actually second best in the Plus League. Today, a few percentage points lower than that. Fairfield driving to an opening over to Lights, who overshoots the three. Deep pass to Wei Xiang, crashes first row of fans. Pass out of reach. Looks like everybody's all right. Another look at the feed by Lawrence. No, couldn't secure the catch. Straight from his right hand together with his left. Chen left open. He tries a shot. His mechanics look a little off. Taipei slicing through the defense. Wei Xiang rolls that one around and out. Last season, the Pilots' three-point shooting, definitely an area they wanted to see improve. 29%. That one's counted. Fifth in the league, only ahead of the Lioneers by 0.4%. They're kind of paying for it in this game too. Let's see Bearfield play again, coming off of a curl, a shot, and Li Jiakang with an ill-advised bump into. Trying to find a place to look or something to do after committing that foul. He's going to stay out there. So Bearfield pick up the scoring quite a bit after not the smoothest of first halves. He's now got 8. Fadeaway. Spins it up. And there's a whistle as Chen was bodied out of the way. So here's a tip for you youngsters watching the broadcast. Li Jiakang might not be the best shooter we have in the league, but you really still need to maintain the threat. He didn't even look at the basket on that last Pilots possession, and the defense can really key on to whatever else he was doing. There you see the reach in by Lawrence initially, and then bodying Chen out of the way. Easy call for the referees. The timeout as we will take our last break before continuing the rest of the way with the broadcast. 9 minutes, 27 seconds left in the ball game. Last year's Plus League champion, the Taipei Fubon Braves, against the team that ended up in third place, the Taoyuan Pauian Pilots. The Braves, with very little turnover to their team. 3 free agents, including Jeff Wu, who we haven't seen this weekend on the floor, just coming back from his Chinese Taipei national team duties. And 2 technically import signings, as that one's blocked from behind. Braves chase it down, heading toward their backcourt. Might have grazed the rim. So Cedric Bearfield and Zimmerman out of UNLV are their quote-unquote additions next to CJ, Zaitsev, and Singletary. the East Asia Super League competition to consider. Meeks, in the thick of it, finds a crease and scores down low. So when you take all of those players into consideration, not all of them are going to be registered during the Plus League season. You can only register 3 import players under the rules of previous seasons. So finding a lane and missing the layup as Taoyuan was the last one to guard him down low. Left open in transition, 3 on the way, short. Braves electing to slow it up. That means 20% of the Braves roster of 20 right now, new players, 80% returners. Lots of familiarity with the program. They only said goodbye to Jackie Lee Jiakang as Taoyuan swallows that play up. The other person was Garth Ruzoli. A little dribble step back. Look at that beauty. The second 3 of the afternoon. And he and Zhang Ziyang are the only pilots to make 3s in the game. Josh will try to answer. He overshoots it. Take advantage of transition, get to the cup, miss the layup, but forces a foul from a defending Brave. That's pretty smart of the pilots to go quick after kind of a bad miss. Fairfield did a pretty decent job, but not in the favor of the referee's eyes. Pilots, on the other hand, have 6 new faces to their team, including Lawrence and Meeks, our imports we've talked about. Number 8, Charles. Number 77, Zhang Weixiang, if they are to make the club during the regular season. And the person we talked about when first introducing new players, number 0, Zhou Yixiang. Previously number 6 with the Steelers. Still working on his fitness level and rehabbing his knee from a previous injury. That means the Pilots have 63% returners, about 37% new faces if you include the entirety of their registered roster. Look for Meeks, but the Braves cover it up. 4 seconds left. Chao pushes it up and through. Fairfield left open. He'll try to answer. He does. With a nice splash. Trade 3s, and Jackie's got a chance in the left corner. He finally hits. Jackie will find his way on offense as Fairfield with a pretty reverse layup with the right hand, the inside hand. Always makes those layups more artistic. Lose the mix. In the mix, Steve-O coming over to help too late. Meeks powering through, kind of missed it on his own right as 2 Braves collide. As Fairfield with a head of steam, clutching, putting it up and in. Cedric Lee Fairfield coming alive in the 4th quarter. They defend on one end, and Fairfield takes it the rest of the way the other direction. 11 points in the quarter with a free throw coming up. decent contest by Taoyuan, but Bearfield with the hops and the body control to keep a good enough shooting platform. 15 on his afternoon. In fact, no other Brave has scored in the quarter. There's an air ball by Dongfang. They'll get a stern word from Caminos, but probably deservingly so, though. I would say when a pro airballs it, that's a little bit more bad look on yourself. Washburn jumps out to double. We forced a pass out of Chizono. So, successful play there. Going left. Stevo forcing it up. It'll be a shot clock violation. Pretty smart on Washburn's part to force it out of the hands of Bearfield. He's been such a menace to the Pilots' defense. We probably won't see the floor again, but Winston's in there. Try to help the Braves clinch this victory. They did lose pretty big to the Steelers. Ray taking it to the rim, missing. There's a foul somewhere down there, I think on the rebound. Tallest player for the Braves. She is only 199 centimeters. Washburn listed at 213, 7 feet tall. Yeah, the down screen misses, but Washburn missed out on a putback chance. So Ray rewards him with 3. Hey, that's a good trade-off. Bearfield going to the cup again, using a little bit short, but Winston picks him up. Steve taking it to the rim, he misses. Bearfield, no, with the left hand. I don't think he's ever done that. Washburn taps it out. As beating the shot clock with a tough step back. Evo getting his opportunity. He airballs it. The Pilots who elect to call timeout let their guys catch a breath.
Now we have a timeout. Fight. What fight?
Let's listen in.
Ray or Chenya? Chenya. Best driver, Ray or Chenya? We have to play for this side. So it's important. Every offense, Chenya. I don't care. If you run this side, crossover. Everything that we run, okay? So we go like this. Next play, we go motion. But we go like this. Ray, play the handoff with Jason this side. Jason, dive, Chenya. Remember, Chenya 3 or Jason 4. We play these 3. Chayo, don't swing the ball, Chayo 5 here. Chenya, when Ray is coming,
So a couple of threes in the fourth quarter, keeping it within reason for the Pilots. They're down by 7 against the Braves. Pilots in their game against the Lioneers shot 9 for 32 from beyond 3-point range, or I guess 3-point range. There's no really beyond. It's also Zhang Zhenyang with 4 makes, Tao Shuyu with 3, Ethan and Washburn with 1. In today's action, 8 for 29. They'll need to knock in a few more if they want to get back into this one, as you know the Braves will be paying a lot of attention to Jason Washburn down low. Braves zoned up now. Josh and KJ at the top. Winston, Singletary, along with Jimmy on the back line. Sounds like two hop catch and shoot. I guess the two-footed hop catch and shoot. Really difficult mechanics. That one's going to be on Zhang. Yeah, pretty easy call for the refs, as much as he's not happy about it. I think the biggest takeaway for Zhang Zhengya is, as much as you want to defend yourself with your hands, if you just open your chest up to the opponent, you can get an offensive foul out of him. You know, Singletary is trying to play physical in the opposite way that he's being defended. So like I say, you see that left hand hook and then something, a pat on the chest. You're just accumulating more points of contacts against the offensive player. I think it's just a common foul. The referee put his hand on the wrist, which if you do that above your head, that would be an indicator of an unsportsmanlike. Catch and shoot off the baseline. That's too easy. They had Chalter open in the corner. And Lawrence was open on the drive, but it's an in and out miss. Stokely taps it to himself. Winston, Josh, missing, but putback by number 14. Would you call Winston a local boy, the local man? This is an 11-point lead for the Braves. Anyway, missed badly on the previous shot. Somewhat correct his shot. Under 2 minutes to go. Pilots pretty much have to play perfectly to win out. Well, they get a break on the illegal screen by KJ. Ethan will go to the bench. Definitely got a strong sense that the Braves defended the Pilots fairly well when he was on the floor, eliminating his driving opportunities. That's his best weapon. His outside shot, not so consistent. Winston will go off for Ling Mengxue. Little rotation motion for the Pilots, trying to break the Braves zone, but it's just Washburn in the middle. He'll put it up and a miss. Lawrence finds it right back, shoots it to him as Jason Washburn puts it in for two. Well, if that was intentional, Lawrence might have a assist that's worthy of assist of the preseason. I thought it was a runaway competition for Oscar Gogglehall of the Lioneers, but that one was pretty sweet. They double Singletary this time. The pass comes. They don't want to try to play fancy and bat it out. In the end, it's going to be a Braves turnover. You see Lawrence with a tip. Maybe he got a look that Washburn was going to be in place. Lawrence spinning to a cutting Wayne. Yeah, I don't think he works on his hook shot that much. That one was way off. Dokoy against fellow fourth-year Guan Dayo at the point of attack. They're looking shit on his way, but Lawrence takes it away from Singletary up ahead of Zhuwei. The foul and the bucket. Zhuwei has his best moment of the game. Struggling shooting the outside one, but that's what you can do when you hustle. Nice feed by Lawrence this time. The cameraman trying to make the adjustment. You look from the baseline cam, a good feed. Watching it through, laying it up a little early as Dokoy took out number 10 Zhuwei. Somebody's been hitting the room and somebody needs to put in a little bit more time. Another timeout as, well, it's only a 3-possession game with a free throw coming up.
What I want is, get inbound. Run, hey, here and there, please. Run, okay, run. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. When they stop, hey, when they stop.
Let's see what Caminos draws up in the huddle. Yergi Caminos, his second year as the head coach of the Pauian Pilots.
1, 2, 3. Now, hey, it's the same the matchup. It's the problem, no side check. Matchup like you want.
Empty and Zhang Zhenya talking it over. If you're just joining our broadcast, a couple of grad alumni of the three-peat NCCU Griffins. Andy's fouled out of the game, and Zhang Zhenya has put in his share of work. Here you see members of the new Taipei Kings getting ready for the preseason finale here in Geelong. Zhuwei drops in the free throw. Braves content with running down the clock as much as they can. Even if they don't shoot it, they'd leave the Pilots with just 4 seconds. Pilots not in any hurry yet. Singletary open for 3. Can't quite ice the game completely, but running low on time, Pilots throw it into a turnover, and that'll be the ball game. The 102-96 is the final here, where the Taipei Fubon Braves defeating the Pauian Pilots. We'll figure out who the player or coach joins our post-game coverage as the person interviewed. And after a break, we'll talk about the team statistics and wrap up the game.
现场的球迷们，大家好！ 然后很开心这次的热身赛在基隆举办，然后也感受这3天你们在现场给现场的球队跟球员很大的热情，希望等一下继续把这个热情让大家知道基隆人的热情在哪里，好不好？谢谢，
谢谢，谢谢，谢谢。
That's Beast thanking the fans in attendance and the city of Geelong for showing their enthusiasm. And to keep it up for the finale between the New Taipei Kings and Kaohsiung 1-7 Live Steelers. Well, between Beast and certainly my candidate for flashiest player of the game, Zokwe, the Braves, did put on quite a show. They started things very basic, as we talked about at halftime, with kind of the same pistol set several times in a row, and then went to a free-flowing offense. Then they were kind of hunting matchups a little bit more in the second half. Now we found Zijie.
你好。哇，应该是太久了吧。然后我觉得今年这边的热身赛就是非常的开心呢、对。其实打到这个年纪，其实就是专注在球场上，对，享受在球场上的感觉。哇，到时候看自己的身体状况嘛，因为室外的，稍微对这种有年纪的在外面打，稍微有点。我觉得还是第一优先就是不要受伤，然后可以把今年这个赛季打完，然后帮助球队再拿最好的成绩这样。谢谢。
So thanks to Beast joining our post-game coverage. He says it's been too long since he's been in Geelong, and at his age, just focusing on the court, not thinking about much else. The cheering he got today, for example, and asked about playing at the outdoor courts here, where he really got his basketball career started. He said it's a little too rough on the body, but maybe not impossible. And his goal for the season to stay healthy and get the best results as a team.
很大的热情，希望等一下继续把这个热情让大家知道基隆人的热情在哪里，好不好？谢谢，谢谢。
球迷朋友，请注意安全。在2楼第1排的球迷朋友呢，请在栏杆这边不要压在上面哦。我们要注意你们的安全，要拍照 OK， 但注意哦，请不要压在栏杆上面，注意你们的安全。另外，同时要跟大家报告，在17直播，等一下中场我们要加码来抽，2位可以来抽中5000元。 5000元新台币，有2位。等一下的中场时间，第2节打完，中场的休息表演还有抽奖，请大家现在可以赶快下载17直播 APP。我们等一下要抽2位5000元幸运得主，请大家踊跃参加。
Yeah, Muhammad Ali, the one that they call when they shit ain't connected no more. Feel like I got a job in IT. Rhyming with me is the biggest mistake. The Spider-Man meme is me looking at Drake. It's like we recruited your homies to be demon deacons. We got them attending awake. Hey, how the gang got away from the bars, man, and shit like a prison escape. Everybody steppers were fucking and everybody breakfast, and I'm about to clear up my plate. When I show up, it's motion picture blockbuster. The goat with the golden pen, the top toucher, the spot rusher. spray this whole shit up, the crop duster. Not Russia, but apply pressure to your cranium. Cold's automatic when aiming them. With the boy in the status of stadium.
We're wrapping things up from Game 5 of 6 here in the 23-24 Plus League preseason, co-hosted with the Kaohsiung 17 Live Steelers. On the Mandarin broadcast, it's Chen Ziwei and Cai Jingjing. I'm Ryan Chen. Before we head to the preseason finale, a final word about the Braves Pilots game we just saw. I mean, the most obvious one is that the Pilots got even younger, both in their imports and their local players. They even were having trouble bringing the ball over half court before setting up their offense, which definitely takes a little bit more time to develop. But Caminos will have his hands full trying to work that program up to, again, be a playoff team like they were last year. Meanwhile, on the Braves side, they got a lot of guys dealing with injuries, so how they get through the Plus League regular season, the East Asia Super League competition as well will be a big task. But in this one, they're in control pretty much the whole way, despite turning it over more times. They shot for a better percentage and took care of their free throws, unlike the Pilots. They were able to notch this preseason victory, even with the locals of Beast and Winston from Geelong getting on the floor as well. So coming up at a scheduled 5 p.m. tip, but we expected to start in about 25 minutes. So on behalf of Ziwei and Jingjing, I'm Ryan Chen. On behalf of the 6 other teams in the Plus League and the league operations, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
donde la gente está bailando dembow.
Ay, 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 ay. Ay, santo Dios mío, casi cale. En RD tanto mi cuero, en PR todas las yales. La mía se roba el show si sale. Todos quieren ser yo.